Democrats in Congress, I want you to win in 2018, 2020, 2022, 2024, 2026, and beyond. And I want the good, liberal-minded, and really honestly good Republicans. Y'all have a right to win too. If you fight for every American. Now, Democrats, you're going to keep losing, and you're going to lose a lot worse if you don't get your brains right. You need to talk to Joe and Jim everywhere in America. Whether they're educated, uneducated, doesn't matter. You gotta love them, because humanity really does matter. And you should know better. You know, it used to be that the Democratic Party was the heroes. Why? For about 70 years, they were heroes. Why? Because they brought people what they needed. It was the Democrats that caused Social Security for your grandmother. And for you, if you're getting it right now. It was the Democrats that brought about Medicare. It was the Democrats that brought about laws that helped you to get those raises, to help you to stay safe at work, to help you to have the 40-hour week, or whatever it was. It was the Democrats. It was the so-called liberals. But guess what happened? The Democrats decided, oh, it's political suicide. So what? In case you haven't gotten the memo, you've been losing. Guess what? If you don't change between now and 2018 and get every American to understand why you are the better choice, you will not get the Senate. If you don't listen, you will not get the House. You will not get the presidency for the next 60 to 70 years. Because you're acting like cowards, Democrats. You're acting ridiculous. Get out there, and this goes for you also, Senator Bob Casey. Get out there and reclaim the real party that has family values. We care about the family. We care about the fact that when the child is born, that the child has food, access to medical care and education, clothing and shelter. We care. We are the true family values. We care. That's not to say that I don't like Republicans. I don't like the policies. But if I get some liberal Republicans in there, some moderate Republicans in there, boom, shakalaka. Yes, it would be like the Penguins. He shoots and scores! But if you don't do it right, you don't do it right. Republicans that are liberal, Republicans that are moderate, Democrats that are progressive and moderate, if you don't get your act together, we are going to have a one-party, right-wing political system that is going to be even worse than it is today. And Democrats, if you don't heed my words, you can expect to lose 20 people. 20 more Democrats will be gone out of the United States Senate within the next 6, 8, or 10 years. And it will get worse. So you have a choice. Republicans that are liberal, Republicans that are moderate, or even progressive. I know you don't really hear those terms, but I know they exist. And Democrats. Why don't all of you, whether you're a Republican that's a liberal, progressive, or moderate, or a Democrat that's a liberal, progressive, or moderate, why don't you just get together and bring back America? You know, this country shouldn't be a two Americas. It shouldn't be Democrats hating Republicans, Republicans hating Democrats, and the extreme wealth and the extreme poverty. It was the Democrats who brought the safety and the safety of our food. It was the Democrats that had done most of that legislation, who passed. Now, did the Republicans ever do anything that was great? Yes. The old Republican Party had some really good stuff. Abraham Lincoln, you ever hear of him? But we have forgotten, and it's your fault too, my fellow Americans. You've been buying the lies. And look at how many people voted for Donald Trump. That man is the worst liar in the history of politics, and he's the most dangerous. But yet you voted for him, a lot of you. And you voted for him out of fear, possibly out of racism, wanting a better chance at you to have financial prosperity. I can understand the financial part and wanting something for yourself. And of course, They brainwashed us into hating different pigmentations. Not me, I love everybody. But a lot of people, they don't. Let's be honest. But Democrats, I blame you. Democrats in D.C., Pennsylvania, and every state legislator, I blame you for losing these elections because you're not putting your foot down. Now, I hope that we get some progressive Democrats in there and some moderate Republicans. But personally, it's time for the Democrats. I hope we do. But if you don't make that change, if you don't start knocking on every door in America, you might as well say goodbye to the Democratic Party. And maybe, in a way, maybe a legal, peaceful death to the Democratic Party may actually be good. And maybe a legal, peaceful death would be good. And you know why I say that? Because if you're not going to do what you need to do to come back, maybe we need to challenge the Republicans with a brand new party, a brand new one. Or maybe we need to challenge both the Republicans and the Democrats. Maybe we need to have the rap party. You know, like hip hop. It sounds like hip hop. Yes, I said the rap, R-A-P-P party. But it can be comprised of people that are moderate, that are liberal and progressive, and even conservative. But they must be willing to work with each other. None of this extremism. And you know what rap stands for? It's not hip hop. It stands for the Real Americans Patriotic Party. Or even the Real Americans Patriots Party. That's right. So, decent Republicans, moderates, liberals, progressives, and Democrats, moderates, progressives, liberals, get your act together. Save this nation. Because if you don't, I am going to legally, peacefully, ethically, and financially do everything I can. Because either you can't or you won't. And my fellow Americans, you want to see a wholesale change in the Republicans and Democratic Party? Put away $50 a week out of every paycheck and don't spend it for anything. That's right. Lock it up for a whole year, every week. And at the end of that year, for 365 days, at the end of a 365-day period, you will have $2,400. Don't you touch it for a year. Watch how fast, if we as a people do that, watch how fast Donald Trump and every Republican changes their ways. Watch how fast the Democrats change their ways. But Democrats, excuse me, one last warning. If you don't get back to proving why and explaining why you are a progressive and a liberal, you won't win any more elections. And I want you to win.